Hi guys, happy Pride Month. Do you guys like my Pride nails? I was really happy with how they turned out. And you get to look at some pretty nails while I put away photo cards today. Now I will apologize, there wasn't a putting away video a couple months ago. Because I got so sick. My nose was so stuffed up. It was such a problem. Now, I probably don't sound amazingly healthy right now, and that's because I have a cough. But I was working at a school. And if you know anything about schools, they're petri dishes. So I figure this will be fine if I do this now because a cough is more disruptive than sniffles. So it makes it a little easier when I'm editing that I'm not constantly editing out sniffles. I will actually stop talking if I have to cough and not try to work through that. So I am also filming this on a Friday instead of a Saturday like I normally would. But today was my last day of work at this job. So I just decided to film it today. There probably isn't as many cards as there could be, but who cares? All right. So how's everybody been? I've been mentally unwell. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. All right. Okay. But, you know, that's just because I've been working at a job that I despise. And so, yeah, you know, like just out of frame, I have a huge stack of clean clothes that I haven't put away because I come home from my job and I'm too tired to do anything. So I don't do anything. And then I get sick every other weekend, so I don't have any energy to put anything away over the weekend. But now I'm done. And I'm gonna get a new job. Hopefully. But for everybody who's in the current job market, it is not easy, so it'll be a really fun experience. But whatever. What do I normally talk about during these videos? Movies. I should talk about movies. I have watched a few movies. Very recently, I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. And it was amazing. I actually will say that I gave that movie a 5 out of 5. It was perfect, made me cry a little bit, but that's good. We sometimes like when movies make us cry a little bit. You know, I just think that if you're gonna make a movie, why not make people cry, you know? But it was like no, it was like I had like a sobbing cry at that movie. But I would still argue that it was like a good cry, maybe. And listen, okay, everybody loves Jamie Lee Curtis here. If you have mean things to say about her, get out. However, I don't think she should have won the Oscar over Stephanie Sue. Now, I apologize if I pronounced that wrong, but I thought it was Sue. Because, first of all, Jamie Lee Curtis was not in that movie enough. She was... I feel like her overall time, like screen time, was like 15 minutes. She really didn't do much in that movie. How come she won the Oscar? And, you know, I was talking to my dad about it, and he said that usually, like, the Oscars are sort of political, which just like Eurovision, which we'll get into because I have to talk about it. So they'll usually give it to people who have done a lot of good work over the years. Especially, like, you know, if it's their first Oscar, they usually would give it to somebody who, you know, had been in the film industry for a while. So I guess it makes sense, but maybe I'm a little bitter. Even though I love Jamie Lee. I also watched The Menu, which obviously is amazing. Anya Taylor-Joy, we love her. Great movie. I don't really have any notes. I feel like it's not really a horror movie like I had expected. It's more of a thriller, which is also really good. Because I feel like thrillers are a little bit more accessible to everybody. So. But I will say, yeah, I mean, if you like thrillers, you'll like The Menu. I ended up giving it a 4 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd, but, you know, you can't win them all, and let that be a lesson to you. Before I start rambling about Eurovision, I need to think if there's anything else, other movies, or K-pop related, because I will ramble about Eurovision for as long as possible. Is Woozy? Hold on. Oh, she is older than Woozy. Yes, okay. No. I feel like I can't think of anything because all I want to do is talk about Eurovision. But did anybody watch that? Did anybody watch Eurovision? Do I have any European friends? Obviously I'm American, but I love Eurovision. I watch it almost every year. I didn't watch it last year, but I did listen. Was it last year or 2 years ago? No, I think I didn't listen to it last year because COVID. No, I don't know why I didn't listen last year. But I love Eurovision. This year I was very impressed. Can this fit in here, or do I have to have a 3-packet for you? Dino, my friend, you're gonna be the death of me. But isn't this cool that I already have this set completed? Oh, I love that. But if anybody follows me on Spotify, which I don't think anybody does, because I have like 3 followers in Spotify, and I think they're mostly just my friends. I have a playlist where I ranked all the Eurovision songs. And yeah, number 1 was Cha Cha Cha. Okay. Did we expect any different? No. And number 2 was Queen of the Kings. I'm giving you my top 5. Okay. So number 1, Cha Cha Cha. Number 2, Queen of the Kings by Alessandra. And then number 3 was Because of You by Gustav from Belgium. Number 4 was Dance Our Own Party by the Buskers from Malta. They did not qualify. Am I bitter? Absolutely. Their song was so good. And then number 5 was Promise by The Voyager, which is Australia. And I won't give you top 10. But that was my top 5. Obviously, I was a little bitter that Malta didn't qualify. And I was a little upset at myself because I had every intention to watch the semis day 1, but I missed it because I knew it was happening, but it started at a time and that I didn't realize it was starting or something. So I just completely missed it. And if I had been there, I would have given, well, okay. I had to pay like $1 a vote, and I only gave 5 votes. Because at that point I hadn't been paid and I needed to save some money. But I probably would have only given them like 1 vote because I would have given Cha 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 like 3, Alessandra 1, and then, you know, Malta 1. But I was so upset. It's like they had such a good song, too. I feel better in my sweater. Gaga Radio. Is this a song you know? But hey, wait. What you say? Do you wanna dance? You can tell I'm not a singer. But that's okay. Not everybody is. That's why I'm not on Eurovision. But I did watch the semis day 2, and I voted for Gustav and Voyager. Did I do 3 votes to Voyager and 2 votes for Gustav? Yeah, I think so. It doesn't really matter. Nobody cares about that. It was so fun to watch, and then, you know, the finals happen, and they're like 4 hours long. And I was so hype for Cha Cha Cha. Everybody was hype. I was live tweeting it. I was so excited. I was like, yeah, Cha Cha Cha, let's go, Cha Cha Cha. You know? I'm not gonna embarrass myself by trying to pronounce any Swedish words. Not Swedish, that's Finnish. Sweden, you're on my short list. I will get you for what you've done. I was so upset. Dude, this is so embarrassing. I literally cried when Loreen was announced as the winner. And listen, okay? I know we have our own opinions. I wish people didn't hate on Loreen, because it really wasn't her fault. I mean, if the voting was rigged, it was not on her. You know? Don't blame her for rigged voting. I still don't think she should have even been allowed to compete a second time, but that's... And that's also not just a criticism of her. I don't think any former winner should be allowed to come back and compete. Oh, these are too big. Then I'm not putting them in today. Kepler, I'm going to sue you. Actually, they should sue their company, but that's beside the point. I'm a little disappointed because I really wanted to be able to put those away, but... This is... I have the Forever One Deluxe, okay. But... I was so upset when Loreen won. I mean... And I don't like saying that Finland lost, because they did technically still... Like, they won. They got 2nd place. This is the 2nd highest televote... Like, number ever on record. So, they still won. They're still the winner. But I was upset about it. But I love the conspiracies. And by the way, Leah is going to be finished the next time I have a putting away video. Because I'm in a trade for this one, for the Yeji, and then I'm buying this one. Okay. I love the conspiracies that they decided to make Loreen win, because next year is going to be the 50th anniversary of ABBA's win. But then you found out that ABBA isn't even going to be there. Like, they were asked, they said, no, we're not coming to Eurovision next year. So it's like, you might have cheated. Sweden might have cheated for nothing. It's so annoying to me. But also, like, even if they didn't, even if it wasn't rigged or anything, which I believe it, I wholeheartedly do believe that it was. But even if not, I think that, like, it does sort of make sense that she would have won, because it was playing off everybody's nostalgia from Euphoria, and the song was very similar, so whatever. I'm allowed to be bitter. And then people are like, oh, these people were robbed. These people were robbed because they got like 21st place. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me. I did not think Portugal had that good of song. I did not think Spain's song was very good. You guys can flame me in the comments. I do think that France was robbed. Lazara I love, but I just didn't like Spain. I didn't like Portugal's. I like Germany's, but like honestly, I probably would have put Germany's higher. You know, cuz Germany did pretty good, but they did get the medal vote split because of Voyager and Cha Cha Cha. But there was somebody else that everybody was like, they were robbed, they were robbed. I was like, shut up. They were not robbed. Their song was like mid. Oh, it's just so, like, everybody has different taste in music. So obviously, like, if you think that somebody got robbed, they got robbed. I just personally don't agree with that statement, but that's fine. Do I have to agree with it? No. You know? I have a ready to be. Oh, between 1 and 2. But I just think, I think like Eurovision should be a vibe. Next year I want to not get as invested. But I will. Okay. So you should go here. Let's see. You should go here. I probably will still get invested next year. That's like, I don't want to be invested, but I know that I will be invested. And I will still spend $5 to vote. But, you know, also people were saying, like, oh, it doesn't make any sense how Australia won their semis but didn't get a lot of televote points. But, like, listen, as a person who voted for Australia in the semis but did not vote for them in the finals, I have a budget. And I think that probably a lot of people were so focused on wanting one specific one to win that they might have just skipped over some of the other acts because they thought, you know, oh, why bother? Where is my... I didn't get Geos yet. Wow, that's so sad. But I could totally see that happening, you know. But, did you guys watch Eurovision? Who did you like? Who did you not like? I have a lot of opinions, and that's on my cards. Didn't really seem like a lot, but I was going for 22 minutes. And that's that. So I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful, safe, happy Pride Month. Summer's about to start. Stay hydrated. Absolutely. Wear sunscreen. Oh my God, for the love of God, wear sunscreen. But yeah, have a great day. Have a great week. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, I held in that cough right in the end. Woo!